Hello, everybody. We are continuing our adventures here in Assassin's Creed Revelations, and perhaps even completing it. Because I don't think that there is that much left to do, of which I am partially thankful. There are, like, the collectibles, but I don't really like going for collectibles that aren't, like, just, like, I don't know. Simple. They're, like, spread around. They do get added, like, to the thing, and there is, like, the memory, or not memory, but the memoir. Like, the pieces of paper that we found there, and then, like, nowhere else. But I don't know, it's just, like, it's not really something to really do. Because it's just, like, a thing that you go, you grab. It's just a time sink to me. A more interesting time sink than some other things, but meh. But yes, we shall go and continue the story, since there doesn't appear to be anything else to do. So let us go. We completed all of the Assassin Master missions. Have a bunch of Assassin Masters. Well, it's been a little bit since we played this, mainly just a few days, because brain. And I think the last time that we played it, we had gotten on the good side of the prince, I think it was. I accidentally called him a sultan once, of which he's not the sultan, I think his uncle is. And now the captain of the guard is doing hanky things. He's like the first notable bad guy we've had in this game, and we're like near the... We are 66% of the way through the story. If we go by memory sequences, memory sequence-wise, this should be memory sequence 6, and there should be 9 memory sequences, and the only other villain person that we've run into was the guy in the very beginning, which is kind of funny. We're gonna have a bald guy be our enemy, and then he's just gonna, like, disappear. Those guys were, like, charging in like linebackers to be hit by me. What jerks.
My mother has arranged a marriage with the Targier's daughter.
Yeah, we'll just run to the memory, start, and see what else happens. Yeah, because I just kind of realized that there isn't... Why are there multiple dudes just here? That could be him. That could be him. And somehow he decided not to attack me, and also there were 2 guys on that rooftop for some reason. The world is mad. You're a thief. You're meant to be able to do that. You had to have done that to get up here.
Most impressive. Best avoid the guard, though.
He says, as a guard is looking right at me, staring into my soul.
What's he doing?
So many guards. They're just like, you must die. Here we come, memory. I'm here for the memory. Or at least memory beginning. Assassin's Creed memories with chess.
That's not a legal move.
It is a European variation. Arocco.
That's funny.
It's interesting, but not exactly fair when you play by different rules than your opponent.
I suppose.
You may think differently when you are Sultan. Shall I take it back?
Suleiman, I know it has been hard on you watching your father and me quarrel over Bayezid's throne.
Grandfather has chosen you, and his word is Qanun. What is there to argue about?
Your father and I were close once, but his
Those are very
cruelty and
large
ambition
chess
I have
pieces, at least from that camera angle.
Well, I have a meeting with the vizier soon. Shall we continue another time?
Sure thing,
Whenever
uncle.
you like.
And then I will beat you with the European method.
Ezio.
I want you to kill my uncle.
Guns to a local miser. Manuel Paleologos.
Paleologos. That is a sad sound. The last Byzantine emperor was Constantine Paleologos.
Ah.
If his heir is arming a militia of some kind, this conflict will escalate.
And that would be bad.
Tarek knows where the rifles are headed. If I find him first, I can follow the weapons straight to the Byzantines.
And then kill them
He
all!
will be with his janissaries in their barracks. So if you want to get close, you will have to be one yourself.
Not a problem.
Güzel. Get the information you need. Then kill him.
Are you sure? You told me Tarek and your father were close.
He's
friends.
arming the Byzantine, he must die.
This is true, but such naked treason against my grandfather deserves death.
In Daisy.
I do like the, sudden menacingness to the music when he said, and then kill him. Ezio wants to interrogate Tariq Bartleti for the location of the Templar army. To get close to Tariq, acquire a Janissary disguise. Assassinate a target from a hiding spot. Off I go. Oh. My brain's just like treasure chest noise. Yes, I can carry dead bodies. Don't know why it's saying that when there are no dead bodies to carry. Or maybe it was urging me to create a dead body. But I don't know why, when it came to, Brotherhood, and the game was, kind of messing about with, one target that we couldn't kill yet, because he ran off to a different place. Bothered me so, but this game that doesn't even have a core target, but it does have a core goal. Nope, wrong thing. Brain was in, the old. I shall kill you from here, hopefully. It depends if he'll come my way. We already located him, you don't need to tell me. Then again, it also depends what the game considers a hiding spot. I doubt that the game considers, considers, being with the courtesans a hiding spot. At least I assume. He's not even moving. He's just bothering the people. Eternally. Very odd. He's just arguing with this guy. Eternally. What if I poison him? How dare you know it was me? It's not my fault that the guy was just standing there eternally, not moving. And then comes the question, is that part of the game? Or did the game break? We don't know, the mad people of this world. We'll try the same thing, just out of the sight of guards. And he's just beating up that guy. And we shall put poison back on the list. We'll wait for those guys to pass. I guess they came a-walking while I was aiming at them, but it seemed like they walked that, from there. We'll wait for them to go. I should pay attention to the minimap that none of you can see because my character covers it up. He's dancing.
Someone would have heard. The devil had that soul.
The devil's work. Nearly a wicked sinner.
Clearly a wicked sinner. Because he danced too hard.
Are you quite sane?
I wonder if they'll be like, oh, you. What? How? Why would they know? He whistled. Kill him. If they could hear me whistle, why were they not targeted? Very rude game. And really, I just want to... Fine. Die. I'll just kill them all then. Before we go and do things. And they're gonna help kill that guy now. Also a little bit rude that the game's like, you failed, we're gonna steal all of your bar now. They can die back here. 2 more guards that I need to kill, but out of the sight of this guy. I wonder if the game would get angry if I got too far away from him. Potentially. Game? Always annoying when the game is like, I'm not going to do a double assassination. No double assassination for you. I wonder if there was a... If they could have, like, come up with a way to, like, could have done, like, a double lock-on thing. That'd be an interesting idea. Because they already added, like, a bunch of other things to this game. It would be interesting if they, like, added in, like, a double lock-on for the double assassination. Just a minor thought. This would be interesting.
Someone go find a doctor.
I shall take the body with me. And hopefully, no guards just randomly spawn out of the ether. I shall hide the body in this conspicuous hay bale. I'm not sure what it meant to be like, kill him from a hiding place. Maybe when you poison them, you need to be in a hiding place for that to count. Because that's what they mean. Or like how it's calculated. I'm going to guess that the broken mask implies that this is like a known person. Honor lost and won. Follow the Janissaries to their compound and locate Tariq Barletti. To learn where he has sent the weapons purchased by Manuel. Be careful, your disguise is not perfect. I poisoned him. Be careful.
Selim understands our plight. The Byzantines,
Your thing's not perfect, but we're gonna spawn you right in here.
Haklısın. Selim is a warrior, like Osman and Mehmet.
So I guess these guys don't care about my imperfect disguise.
A servant of our Sultan has fallen at shares the Sultan's calm temperament.
Lots of things happen in the background.
Be on the lookout for any suspicious activity.
Like me, I am the suspicious
Find the
activity.
murderer who took the life of a beloved janissary. This enemy of civilization must be found and
He killed a single janissary. He must pay.
see something. Say something.
Who was the janissary that I killed? What?
You are not wanted here. Leave. Shame on your chakla.
Ezio. He beats up the innocent to protect his disguise. I don't even know why we had to do that. It was just, he ran up and shoved the guy. It was just like, well, gotta be peer pressured. And, Jesus.
He knows he's not wanted.
Chaos everywhere.
He is like a moth hovering around an open flame, waiting for his father to perish, so that he may step to the throne.
Why isn't the city like this when I am just wandering around?
Sum of money in exchange for our loyalty. God damn! What did Tariq?
Those guys were walking super fast, man. Ah, now we're finally here.
One of our own was found murdered and stripped of his garments not an hour ago. His body dumped like a mound of rubbish.
Find the person
Keep a
that did
close
this.
watch on these streets as you move about. Someone is planning to strike in our name. We must be ready.
Have
So
you
now-
met Selim's young son, Shehzadeh Suleiman?
So those guys are going to be looking for me.
Not personally, but I have seen him. I know he is a remarkable boy.
Apparently the other Janissaries don't care.
Capable young man with a magnificent
His disguise... Wait a minute. Yep, my disguise is indeed imperfect.
Belke. Though I suspect he is another.
And I have no
man
access to my
altogether.
assassin brethren. I'll have to sneak in. I'll have to swoosh right in! I do love that this kind of implies that they'd kind of harass a Janissary if he was just out on his own. Or maybe that just means that they would, like, be aware. If they saw a Janissary on their own, they would be, like, more likely to notice a lone Janissary and his imperfect disguise. But a Janissary amongst a bunch of other Janissaries would be less likely to be noticed. Die. Nom nom nom. Hey, Bale is hungry.
Tariq, a message for you.
People are dying.
Auriculare. The rifles have arrived in Cappadocia.
Cappadocia.
Manuel has garrisoned his army.
And our men, are they still with him?
Evet. They will contact us when the Byzantines decamp. Then we will meet them when they reach Bursa.
Everything is falling into place, Effendi.
Evet.
So now I know where they are and where they are going. I wonder why they all wear masks back here. So I need to get up there to air assassinate him.
More and more of these Sephardim on the streets. Soon they will outnumber us. And again, they are probably more useful to the Empire than we are.
Don't mind me, I am just a Janissary climbing floating barrels. Floating barrels. But memoir page, what? I was wondering what that was. Can I kill you now? A Janissary killed the captain! Kill him!
What a bitter irony. Is this the result of Suleiman's investigation?
You collude with the Sultan's
Indeed.
enemies.
I help my
What
friend.
did you expect would come of such treachery?
I blame myself. Not for treason, but hubris. I was preparing an ambush.
So you're gonna betray them?
Preparing to strike the Byzantine Templars where they felt safest.
What proof do you have of this?
Ah, so It was a red herring done right this time.
Will lead you to the Byzantines in Cappadocia.
So does that mean that my friend,
Destroy them if you
the
can.
young prince, is actually a bad guy?
Forgive me.
Protect my homeland, assassin.
I'm sorry that we couldn't have actually colluded together.
Redeem the honor we have lost in this fight.
You probably shouldn't have talked like a bad guy. Wait, does this mean that my... yeah... Once again...
I am getting tired of this uniform.
Now I'm just gonna be kind of sad because my boy might be a bad guy. Well, I can just jump right past you. Try it. I run right past them. Apparently I did try it. I wonder if they will find me. Would be kind of broken if they just honed right in. But I do kind of find it funny that they stopped chasing the moment that I did. Oh, well, I guess I was still in the runaway out of this place. I thought that it would have been the full red block. And then escape. I was mistaken. But yeah, this is why you need to inform people what you're doing, especially when you're captain of the guard doing sneaky things. Because sure, you were trying to do a good thing, but your good thing was very creepy. And made everyone think that you were a bad man. And now the Templar are aware of me somehow. Well, I guess killing the captain probably would do that. Lots of money came in. But I don't really have much purpose for lots of money. Really. Except maybe tailors. Tailor upgrades. When it comes to, like, swords and armor, I think I have, like, the best stuff. How they even know it's me? I dumped my Janissary disguise. And now all of a sudden they're acting like normal awareness guards when before I thought it was mostly just Templar awareness. Unless they're all in on the Templar stuff. I doubt I'm gonna be able to get rid of it, so the entire 200 whatever noted distance diddlies will be pain. Unless I go on the rooftops. But yeah, our friend, the student prince. I wonder if he's gonna turn out to be a bad guy with what happened there. Let's see. Ezio has discovered the location of the Templar army, but has killed an innocent man in the process. Speak with Suleiman about this tragedy. Do not kill anyone. That's kind of broken. That they spot. Maybe I just came at a bad place.
How can we help?
Follow me. At least let us get closer to buildings so I can start climbing. Should probably avoid them. Grab. Guards everywhere.
They should not be allowed to be
defile our land.
Need to be careful of the guards. Because sometimes when the guards, like, take notice of your distraction escorts, they will then immediately, like, even though they're distracted by your escorts, they'll still go, that guy is weird, and, like, be aware of you. And now, okay, good. The distraction area took a little bit. I'll hire you. I shall refresh my Romani escort. Once again, being terrified that the guard might go, "He diddly dee, we think you bad man." And it's probably a good thing that I didn't go rooftops, because there would be a ton of guards, and the optional objective is to not kill people. Granted, I don't care about the optional objectives nearly as much as I did in Brotherhood, but still. And luckily that was easier than I thought it would be. My friend, I killed an innocent man under your orders.
Tarek was no traitor, Suleiman. He too was tracking the Byzantines.
What? So did you...
Sadly, he did not
I'm
tell me in
sorry.
time.
God forgive me. Should not have been so quick to judge.
He was loyal to your grandfather to the end. And through his efforts, we have the means to save your city.
Tariq, you should not have been so secretive.
Yeah. I think this is like the
What a terrible
first
way to
time
look at things.
that that's happened. We think you're a
weapons
bad
were
guy,
taken
we
to
kill you,
Cappadocia.
oops, you were a good guy.
You get me there.
Most other times it's just been we
Yes, of
failed to
course.
save somebody.
I will arrange a ship to take you.
I hide behind
Suleiman,
pillars.
Suleiman, I've been set up and made to look a traitor. Do you remember Tarek, the Janissary?
The man you quarreled with?
He is
Still
dead,
murdered.
and
It's
everybody
no
thinks
secret
I
that
did
he
it.
and I were at odds. Now the Janissaries will accuse me of this crime.
This is terrible news, Uncle.
When word gets back to my father,
And
he
Ezio
will
just
banish me from the city.
Walks up. Hello.
Ah, forgive me, nephew. I was not aware that you had a guest.
This is Marcello, one of my European advisors in Cafe.
Marcello.
Buonasera.
Marcello, my nephew and I have a private matter to discuss.
Advisor armed to the teeth.
As I said, there will be a ship waiting for you when you wish to leave.
Grazie, mio principe.
We will track down the perpetrator
I like that
of this
smooth
crime.
movement kind of went around
Have patience.
and came up from behind. But yeah, I like that. Uh-oh. I like that it was actually, like, a genuine, like, mistake. I just find that oh so juicy. It's just not something that usually happens in Assassin's Creed games. And there I would definitely not want to kill anyone anyway. Because all of the guard are innocent. And now all of the guard no longer want to kill me. That's amusing. I do find it kind of funny because that wasn't Templar awareness. That was just normal guard awareness. But yeah. The story is getting spicy there. And luckily, the dear Prince Man, not a bad guy, just young and impulsive. Which is kind of funny, because that's something that we critiqued our assassin masters of in the past. Killing innocent people. Granted, but again, it's just kind of cool that for once, a very, like, this guy is obviously evil turned out to be innocent. My friend, oh, this is how I was supposed to get here.
Word around the city is you're leaving us.
I know where the Byzantines
Nothing I
go.
do a secret.
Not to worry, brother. The captain of your ship is afraid.
Excuse me.
But neither of you are going anywhere just yet.
They're blocking down the boat.
Janissaries have raised the chain across the mouth of the Halych and ordered a full blockade until you are caught.
They raised the chain for me.
You did
Okay,
kill a
we'll celebrate
captain.
Later. Here, I have something for you.
Is the
Careful.
bomb.
This has 50 times the kick of our usual bombs.
How'd you even put that in there? Manuel has fled the city by sea, and the Janissaries want Ezio dead. Evade the Janissaries and leave the city in pursuit of Manuel. Do not kill anyone with blades. Guns and bombs, sure, but blades and all.
The suspense is palpable.
Yusuf, wait. Un favore.
Protect a lady I like.
There is a woman running a bookshop at the old Polo trading post. Sophia. Look out for her. She is a remarkable lady.
You have my word.
Thank you, Yusuf.
Gather your men. This will attract some attention.
Time for super bomb, I assume. Set Yusuf's bomb at the base of the Great Chain. I'm not in your area. Why are you thinking I'm evil? I guess they're just looking for, like, mysterious people who could be trouble. Trying to find a way to, like, climb the side, but there might not be a way to climb the side. Here, I thought that the pier would be my savior. Maybe I can, swim around? Perhaps there will be another way in on this side. Then again, probably not. It seems answer is meow. And also remember, do not kill anyone with blades. My best weaponry. Come on, game, go down. Need to be careful. I want to get in sneakily like. Just want to see where this guy is. I think this might be the angle to strike from. Okay, climb faster. Oh, maybe I wasn't even supposed to climb this. I don't know. I would assume that they put a tower here to climb. Normally, like again, normally when there's a thing to climb, you climb it. But maybe it doesn't want me to climb. Nope, it does not want me to climb. So I probably would have been able... And then the physics bounced me away. Jerk game. It's probably historically accurate that the chains had a tower on top, but... No, again, this is Assassin's Creed. You put a way marker and there's a tower that basically says, hey, climb tower. 9 times out of 10, when there is a tower, you climb the tower. I could hire. You see nothing. Come on, you see nothing.
That could be it.
I set a bomb. How do I set the fuse? You're just gonna shoot it? What are you gonna do? Grab onto the chain for a ride? Ah, so that's why a zipline was there. Game, what the fuck? It twisted the goddamn thing around, and that was stupid.
Ah, Greek fire! I like.
Dare you? Quit shooting me. I'm trying to learn the controls of this thing. Also, why is it called Greek fire? Were the Greeks the only ones to invent flamethrowers? I don't even know what other boats are left unburnt. Have I not hit all the weak spots, I guess, for some of these boats? Apparently not. Impressive that they were manning things that much when it was pretty much all destroyed. Also, hilariously, they managed to put a turret section into an Assassin's Creed game. Oh. Almost missed the thing for the long jump. Aye. And remember, Ezio, that all of this is your fault. Anyways, game, that's mean. And now I am climbing a burning ship. Hello. Drops bucket. Why not? I already set this place to blaze. Once again, I can always just jump past you.
Yours is not a subtle approach.
Oh hey, it's my bomb friend.
See. Sorry for the delay.
You destroyed, like, all of Constantinople, Istanbul's navy there. And I killed no one with blades. Just lots of fire. Lots and lots of fire. Ingredients earned. But yeah, again, it's just like such an interesting thing. That was the first time that we ever ran into an innocent person.
I have a hunch. Yes?
That we had to kill.
You never do anything halfway. What do you think we'll find? If we're lucky, another prize. If we're very
Oh yeah, and I
lucky,
remembered his name. It's
something
John
that will end
Delancey.
this miserable war.
Wonderful actor.
My head, mate. Listen, Sean, I have no idea what we're going to find. But I do know that whatever it is, the Templars can't have it.
And we shall say this right in front of Desmond. Oh yeah, and before this stream, I decided to look up, like, the Desmond journey and what it unlocks. And it's basically just achievements, except for the gold... Oh, and also a Desmond outfit for Altair and single player. But hilariously, the golden cubes...
Anything, Desmond?
Like what?
are
Running
unlock icons
away,
for
leaving your
multiplayer.
parents
So they're
behind,
useless to
finding a
me.
shit job and pretending to be productive.
Also,
What's it like spending your whole life avoiding hard decisions?
why are you being mean, 16?
Come on.
Sure, you're an assassin, but it wasn't your choice.
And what about you?
Do you have a point?
I want to know if you regret anything.
I don't know.
Sure. I wish I'd been more patient with my parents. I wish I'd listened. And Lucy. Maybe things could have been different if I'd...
Yeah, that is the one hilarious thing that we've, like, not processed yet.
For
We
what?
killed Lucy.
For making sense.
What's that supposed to mean? But yeah, when it comes to, like, the platforming...
Sean, you feeling okay?
Well, listen to this.
Sure, yeah, of course, no, I'm fine. Yeah, we're assassins, after all, aren't we, eh? Why should we be surprised if one of us dies every now and again?
Every death is a tragedy to somebody somewhere.
What I want to know is Desmond worth all this trouble, you know? What is he? Is he the chosen one? Is that it?
Probably
Jimmy
at this
Special?
point.
Some bollocks like that?
I'm afraid not. But what he has is rare. His genes contain high concentrations of first civilization DNA. Only about 1 in 10 million or so lucky.
So it's just
the
gotten
bleeding effect. Is that part of it?
only
I
1 in
believe
10
so.
million.
I wish
Impressive.
I could say we knew about his gift earlier. But it was the Templars who realized this. And they found him first.
How would you even, like, discover that with the bleeding effect if you haven't put him through the Animus? But as I was saying, the little first-person platforming things, they're just like, ah, yes, get to know Desmond a bit more. All you get is, like, achievements, an outfit if you do them all, and the golden cubes, the thing that you actively have to work for, icons for the multiplayer that don't exist in this version of the game. Hilarious. But onwards we go with more of the story.
I have left Constantinople and set sail for the interior of Anatolia, to a region called Cappadocia, where Manuel is training his soldiers. If I am lucky, I will not be alone, for there may be Ottoman spies in the area waiting to strike. But, as ever,
Probably
I could
won't be
stop
lucky.
only in myself, and hold the memory of dear Sophia close to my heart. Claudia, you would laugh to hear the racing thoughts of your brother now. I have come to admire Sophia with more affection than I thought possible.
I found a person I
After the
actually
death of
care about.
Christina, something withered in me. But that feeling, that capacity for love, has returned.
I think this is the first
adore
time that
Sophia,
Ezio has acknowledged
but dare not drag her into
Well, I
this
think,
life
because it
of
was
mine.
Katerina and then Christina.
Not without fear of
I think
hurting
Christina
her,
was his first
or
girlfriend
driving her away.
at the beginning of Assassin's Creed 2, who then got expanded in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, only to reveal that she died in Assassin's Creed 2. Timeline-wise, at least. Nice cliffs. Acting like it's all this big impressive thing when it's like miniature pier ruins. Oh, we
There's an army here.
got a new
No
outfit.
signs of Tariq's men.
Pursuing Manuel Paleologos, Ezio has come to a region called Cappadocia. Locate the missing Ottoman spies and work with them to find the Templars. Do not get detected. Very interesting. Yeah, we got a new outfit. I like it. New stuff at the blacksmiths. We just left that place that has the blacksmiths. Also, this place reminds me of Tales of Symphonia for some reason. And I also have the rabid urge to replay not Assassin's Creed, but to replay, what's his game? Tales of Fantasia. So I might do that again. I think I did one stream of Tales of Fantasia a long time ago. And then Brain was just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But I might dive back into it and do a full playthrough again. I did beat, again, Assassin's Creed, just on my brain, because, man. But I did get, like, do a full playthrough of Tales of Fantasia, back before my, like, laptop died. And, well, then my laptop died, and I don't think that footage survived. I survived a bunch of other footage, but not that footage. So it might be interesting. Also, underground civilization, very cool. Oh, this is just like a whole place. A whole place. Lots of doctors, at least. I'll wait for that guy to do his rounds. Because I think that, again, it's on the, hey, don't get detected. I think that guy would detect me. What the? Game? I didn't want him to frickin' Superman kick him through the pole. I just wanted to come up here while he was going, and then I would come up behind him and stab him. And the game said, no, you don't get to do that. See, this is why I don't care about the 100% synchronization stuff anymore. It's bullshit.
Intriguing, but why not just walk?
This is the reasons why I've stopped caring. The bonus objectives are weird, wonky, and evil. We do not trust. This is obviously a door. At least the implication of a doorway. Why is there money up here? I'm coming. Spies of the Ottoman Empire. Don't know why I have to hide in such a odd place. Oh, synchronize. It wasn't even on the map. But now I shall scan the whole place with my mind eyes. And apparently they just put a bunch of data fragments here for some reason. Well, obviously it was the hooded woman. Because that's what it was shown. Apparently not. Maybe she took off her hood. You're there. Do not run away, I'm friend.
Not so close, Adi Herif.
Easy now. Tarek sent me.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Only you? Why not more?
I killed
I am
him.
enough. Where are your men?
Captured by Byzantines over a week ago. I was dressed to look like a slave and managed to escape.
I'll save your
But
soldiers.
the others? Are you a capable fighter?
More than enough.
I like to think so.
Well, when you are certain, come find me.
And here I thought this entire place would be like on the lookout for me. But no, the guards don't seem to care all that much. Wait, there is a bank and stuff. And I can't... Oh yeah, and I don't have access to my dudes. So I could send them out on missions. But I don't really know if there's much reason to send them out on missions. I don't think I'm looking for a target right now, game. What if I just killed all the Byzantines that I came across? That would be interesting if there was a game that, like, kept track of how many, like, main enemies that you killed, and, like, had a counter of, like, at the end of the diddly-dee, the game is like, here are how many guards you killed, and, like, we're gonna subtract that from the amount that they should have, because, you know, you killed them. So the more, like, guards you killed over the course of the game... I just think that would be interesting.
Did you happen to see that? We caught another of the Sultan's spies lurking above. A woman this time, disguised as a harlot of Flowbird.
Sending his harem girls now, eh? It seems the Sultan is running out of skilled fighters. Where did you take her?
Inside.
Hilarious that she got herself caught right after we met.
Not with Shakulu in charge.
But, yep, do not kill anyone. The spy, Dilara, has been discovered and imprisoned by the Byzantines. Now her fate is uncertain. Find and rescue Dilara before it's too late. Yeah, a game that actually, like, kept track of how many guards you killed and that had an effect on, like, the world, like, guard number-wise, I think would be interesting. Double whoosh. Who goes there?
How soon before my soldiers are trained to use those guns?
Oh yeah, this
A
guy.
few weeks at most. Janissaries will know I have betrayed them by now. But do they have the resources for retribution?
Doubtful. The Sultan's battle with Selim commands most of their attention.
What the hell is that smell?
The bodies.
Apologies, Manuel. Some of these Ottoman prisoners are so fragile.
So it'll seem that we won't be saving
Shakuru, try to
the others.
moderate your anger. I know the Sultan humiliated your people, but there is no need to spit on men who are beneath us.
You take the woman from the prison and bring her to the chapel.
Shakulu, I don't have the key. Find it!
Lol.
Who has the key? You?
I think Nicholas has it. He's on leave in the market.
Christemu, I'd like to run that man through with a spear.
Crazy people, a lot of them. But now we shall go to the market. Without killing anyone, I guess. Maybe because I was down there, the game expected me to, like... Yeah. Be aware of like, find the guard man. And now they won't get to her at all. Maybe. Maybe the crazy guy will just be like, fine, break the prison down to bring her to the chapel. You can't trust crazy people. Crazy people do crazy things. I am not old. You're old. I come from Italy. Wahaha, wahoo. But I do like the sudden, like, change of location. That's something that I think was sorely missing from Brotherhood. Also didn't help that, like, all of Rome was, like, cordoned off at various points, which was annoying. But here, it was, like, Constantinople was, like, free to explore all around. It's nice. Big cage for one person.
Not everyone was taken prisoner.
Poor men. Allah city kutsasın. That Turkmen renegade did this. Shakulu. I'll kill him!
Wait.
Not a very good spy, are you? You could just ask me to kill him. I'm very good at killing people. It's kind of my job. Very rude game. Do not go fast on the climbing climb. I scare you. Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's Ezio jumping at you. Kind of funny that you can go from road that you're allowed to walk on to rooftop that you're not allowed to walk on. Or maybe it was just an angry guard who wanted to attack people. Well, I wonder what's going on here. People shouting for an audience. What's going on here?
Cooperate very well.
I'm here to rescue my mom, not make friends.
I thought you were here to do a job.
Right there.
That armor is too thick for bullets.
Really?
I will have to get in close.
Jonas, we have to help him.
Want me to just run up and attack him? Do not let Jonas lose more than half his health. Shakulu is torturing the remaining Ottoman prisoners. Kill Shakulu before any more die. Game won't let me... Oh, there we go. Dang it. Yeah, I was wondering why I was taking a bit... I didn't realize how the game wanted me to move for that first gunman. So I'll probably miss the bonus objective. Goodbye. So good for your armor to block bullets.
Men who make a fetish.
And he's just immediately dead.
Deserve no pity.
Is he? Is he gonna lash out at me? There we go. Holy shit. I want to kill your guards. Jesus. He just was on the warpath. He refused to die. Or at least he refused to not die.
Can you walk?
That's the first time he didn't say Resquiescatum Pace to people.
Most of them don't actually work. But the gunpowder is real. We could not fake that.
Bene. Keep out of sight until you hear the explosions. Then you run.
And here I was thinking that guy would be,
If you do that, all hell will
like,
break loose.
a little bit
You'll
more
panic
important.
The entire city.
See, I am counting on it.
And then what?
Then I find Manuel Paleologos.
Paleologos. And nobody's going to know. Oh, apparently I got the bonus objective somehow. I must have, like, killed him just before he knocked him out of 50%. Like, literally, that's how it had to... Physics! I go for a long jump and the game is like, no! Wall! Get on the pot so that I can do the thing properly. Yeah, I like coming to like this different location. Now the question is, oh. So that's one way in.
Cigar! Cigar! This is gunpowder, not millet! I got it!
What is millet? I'll have to climb that again. And do not take any damage. Are they gonna be shooting at me wantonly like last time that came up? But yeah, I like coming to this different location. Just brings a bit of spice into this. Just is interesting. And again, sorely missing from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Aha, we don't even have to go all the way. Considering that there are carvings up here, did like a building sink? Where buildings used to be up here? The game is taunting me with that. I don't even know what you get for the memory animus shards. But why not? Where even is the guard guy that was like, oh, I have to be careful of him, he might shoot me. Like, that's what the game was, like, setting up for. Oh. Well, the game cheated there. The game keeps cheating with my bombs.
That could be our man.
Who's even looking at me that I can't hear? I killed all your friends. Yeah, I'd have... Maybe I was supposed to fight them. But yeah, the bomb extra, ooh, we're gonna show you where bomb go, is broken. And I don't like that. Very rude game. Understandable, but rude. And I get slow motion on that guy for some reason. I stabbed him in the shin. For some reason, my brain was stuck in, what's it called, stealth mode. And my brain's like, no, I have to be super stealthy. Oh, that was mean game. And that guy just instantly dies. Touch of death. I shall put gun on. Be gone. Hey, rude. I hate that sometimes, like, I'm gonna take 5 million years to attack you, and also that the kill animations aren't waited for. Which makes it hard to, like, do things properly. Okay, game. Don't have it be flashing. Like, have it be flashing if you're actually gonna have them attack. But it's just like, I'm going to randomly not attack, but then I will. Game is mean. And yes, yes, all the places are being attacked. Because I didn't send any assassins to do things in 5 million years. I think that would have killed me.
Sabotage, Manuel. You need to take cover. Get out of my way.
I am the Emperor. I say what I want.
Citizens, soldiers,
They can't hear you.
push yourselves. Do not give in to fear. We are the true shepherds of Constantinople. We are the lords of Islam. We are Byzantine. Morayo, stand fast.
They're not
Do not
listening.
let anyone break it.
Lol.
Stop that man! Cut it down!
Do not be fearful, he says as he is fearful. Manuel Palaleogos is trying to calm his people amid the chaos of the explosions. A perfect opportunity to kill him and recover the final Masyaf key. Do not take any damage. Very rude game. Game, quit being mean. Game is like reduce distance. You're the one that has wonky, like diddly dees.
Stop and think for a moment. Think about the lives you have disrupted today. The anarchy you have sown here.
The anarchy that you have sown, my dude. Yeah. A frickin' rock hit me. That's hilarious. So somehow that version is worse than the version that existed in Brotherhood. Because in Brotherhood it was, don't lose a health square. There it's like, oh, don't take any damage. And now we're here.
You take advantage of a poor and displaced people, using us to further your own vain quest.
You are
But
Templars.
We fight for dignity, assassin. We fight to restore peace to this troubled land.
Do you?
Templars are always quick to talk of peace, but very slow to concede power.
Because power begets peace, Flaka. It cannot happen in reverse. These people would drown without a firm hand to lift them up and keep them in line.
And how many of your men have killed innocent people, my dude?
There he is. The monster I came to kill.
Lol. You are not Borgia. You are not Rodrigo. You did not put up a fight.
He had so many plans.
Your dream dies with you, Manuel. Your empire is gone.
Ah. But I am not the only one with this vision, assassin.
I know, I killed a bunch of you.
The dream of our order is universal. Ottoman, Byzantine. These are only labels. Costumes and facades. Beneath these trappings, all Templars are part of the same family.
Ah, inbred.
Enough prattling. I am here for the Masyaf key.
Then take it. Take it. Seek your fortune.
Interesting they actually gave it to me and not just threw it in the water.
100 leagues through that library before one of us finishes you off.
That flop. So sudden. But yeah, I think that might be the only, like, downgrade from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Is that the do not take damage things are far more finicky.
Impossible to keep in line.
Disappoint me, Ahmed. Why are the Templars?
Oh,
I
him.
am tired of all of these pointless blood feuds that pit father against son, brother against brother. To achieve true peace, mankind must think and move as one body, with one mastermind. The secrets in the grand
I didn't see this
Temple will
twist
give us
coming.
just that.
Then again, it makes sense because he was against the Janissary captain, and that makes so now that makes sense.
Altair's secrets are not for you.
I am not interested in arguing, Ezio. I am here for the
Just shoot him with your gun.
Keys. Are there more than this one?
Heh.
So I have heard.
Good.
Perhaps I should ask someone who knows better.
Hopefully Yusuf did good.
that her name?
She knows nothing. Leave her be.
We shall see.
I will kill you if you touch her.
I know you'll try.
Well, let's see. Do not lose more than half your health. The Templars, now led by Prince Ahmed, have threatened to kill Sofia if Ezio does not hand over the Massive Keys, leave Cappadocia, and make haste to Constantinople. So that's how Suleiman's gonna become Emperor. Sultan man. I'll just kill all the guards as they come now. You have failed. Get shot. Or maybe they'll just keep spawning. You all will just keep dying. Double slow-mo! Oh, I just realized... Oh, we snap his neck with that! Oh! 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 I didn't realize that we actually, like, twist his head around like that. Like, seriously, I did not see that coming. You know what would be a hilarious twist? If Sophia was, like, already an assassin. And now all these people are dying because of the smoke. So this is kind of a bleak end to, like, why Eagle Vision? Why you say that? Oh, that's what it means by no more than half your health. Well, luckily, I have health. But yeah, this is kind of bleak that Ezio accidentally leads to the death of a bunch of innocent people. Well, they're not wrong on that front now. I can hardly fucking see. But yeah, the smoke killing was... That's an interesting mechanic. And all the guards get over their smoke inhalation at the same time. And Cappadocia is dead. Oh yeah, Altair memory. How will this one go? What was his name? Abbas? He died in the last one. Still don't know why it went, Abbas grabbed the apple in the second memory. And then, years later, he's like, I want that again. You know how I failed to handle it last time? I want to do the ride again. I don't want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Nicola Polo.
Oh, this guy! We actually get to see him!
But I have faith this codex will answer the many questions you have yet to ask.
Altair, this gift is invaluable. Grazie.
And there's combat going on.
Where will you go
Maybe training.
Back to
But there is sword
for a time.
slapping.
We will establish a guild there before returning to Venezia.
Your son Marco will be eager to hear his father's wild stories.
He is a little young for such tales, but one day soon. See?
Father, a vanguard of Mongols has broken through. The village is overrun.
Oh, Mongols.
Your cargo and provisions are waiting for you by the village gates. We will escort you there.
Thank you, man.
Will I be using the apple?
Watch for my signal.
Oh, we have catapults now. Very interesting. Oh, wrong way. I thought that was like one clean wall. But yep, we do have the apple.
This way.
Escort is under attack. They literally weren't. See, Brotherhood, this is how you use magical... How did a horse get up here? So, okay, so note to self, do not run. Mafio and Niccolo. And eventually Marco. 5 billion polo.
All right, this way.
I need your help!
Let's go.
Oh! I'm using ghosts. I'm using ghosts. A ghost just stole a guy's horse.
Let's go.
A ghost just stole a guy's horse. Okay. I did not realize it was like all that. This is like a super version of Ezio calling on his assassins. That is hilarious and terrifying.
Father, are you...
I need to make note of that. That's such a cool idea.
Give me a moment.
Attack with ghosts.
The end of an era. When I was very young, I was foolish enough to believe that our creed would bring an end to all these conflicts. If only I possessed the humility to say to myself, I have seen enough for one life. I have done my part. Then again, there is no greater glory than fighting to find the truth.
We are ready.
A last favor, Niccolo. Take these with you and guard them well.
So that's how... Yeah.
Artifacts?
Keys.
Of a kind. They are keys. Each one imbued with a message.
A message for whom?
I wish I knew.
So even he like... So probably Altair got a... Like... A twinge from the 4 people. And they said, leave memory things! And now, you know what I want? I want Ezio to go, God damn it, it's another message for Desmond! I want that.
Forgive the haste of my handwriting, Claudia. Much has transpired, and little of it good. I am on a ship bound for Constantinople, in pursuit of a man whose treachery has eluded me until now. Prince Ahmed.
A guy we have met
Suleiman's
3 times.
is the man
Well,
leading
saw
Templars
3 times,
here.
met once.
He is the
Met twice.
mastermind behind the Masyaf expedition, and he will stop at nothing to retrieve the keys, all of which are now in assassin hands. So what holds me back? Why do I not take the keys to Masyaf myself and be done with these fools?
I have to save Sofia.
Because I have been careless. Because the Templars know about Sofia, and they're looking for her. Oh, Claudia, if anything should happen to her, I could not live with myself. I have dragged her into a war she knows nothing about. And it will be my burden to bear if she comes to any harm.
It would be an extra tragedy if yet another of his love interests dies. And this time for far more reasons involving him than any of the others. So memory sequence 8 will be here in Constantinople, then memory sequence 9 will be Masyaf, I assume. Yes, loading block of Tetris power.
Citizens of the Empire and travelers from foreign lands take heed. By order of the Janissaries, new restrictions apply to all who travel to and from the city.
Are you gonna call me up by
Note
specific?
that a reward of 10,000 akçe will be given without question to anyone who brings in information that leads to the immediate arrest of the suikastçı, Ezio Auditore.
How'd they get my name? That's a big thing. Well, apparently they don't know what I look like.
Will shortly be announcing his decision to retire, to spend his autumn days in prayer and contemplation. He will end up dead or
And I'll have to go take my money out and see, like, what tailors have to say. The fog that moves, like, in relation to Ezio feels weird. Let's see. We will go grab that. I guess head to the tailor, see if there's anything new. And then we will just go do, well, let's see. Yeah, I think that would work best for what I long to do. Granted, it puts me back on the other side of the gates. But I can just climb. Okay, that's random. Hello. Guess an update for Valhalla came out. Fitting, since this is Assassin's Creed. And once again, I'm suddenly reminded that I haven't been attacked by the assassins in like 5 billion years. Granted, I think they're also in relation to the Templars' awareness.
Employing my services.
But still. Parachute. I have not been doing any parachuting at all. I'll just buy things crazily, because why not? Large quiver, most important, indeed. There we go. Once then, we will go to the bomb crafting so I can send some assassins to counter the attacks on, like, Athens and stuff, I guess. Because why not? That's also an annoyance, that attacks can happen on places while you're away in that memory mission. But I guess that's like, ah, you didn't upkeep them. So you brought this upon yourself. That's probably their rationale.
Even Rashid himself could have treated you no better. I make use of all his wisdom.
I don't even know who you're talking about, Dr. Man. They don't seem to care. Hopefully we'll continue. City under siege. Just send as many assassins as possible to defend the various cities, because why not? We'll play a bit. And the other ones are getting low, but I do not think are being attacked. We will defend the ones that are at 9, because why not? Kind of funny if the guards are patrolling this place. As if they're, like, supposed to be, like, super duper aware of me. Well, they don't seem to care. But if I crossed them, they probably would immediately go, kill him! Since they know my name, you'd think that they would be, like, out to get me more. We will go through the bazaar, I guess. I just realized something that would have been cool for the assassins, since they're literally just the civilian models, but then given, like, ooh, go attack this guy, AI, and weapons. It would be It would have been cool if, like, if you got into a fight with a guard, like, at random, some civilians will pull out swords and stuff and be like, I'm going to kill you now. That would have been a nice, just, like, cool thing. Sophia! Oh, good. The assassins are looking out for Sophia. I wonder what Sophia thinks of all this. Well, considering that picture, bad things. Prince Achmed has threatened to harm Sophia. Find and protect her. If attacked, kill 5 guards in close combat without getting hit. So I could stealth this if I wanted, apparently. Oh. Noise? Yusuf? Yusuf, no!
You have earned your rest, brother.
I didn't expect you to die.
Quiescat in pace.
We're gonna go kill a sultan.
Brothers, sisters, the whole city rises against us, while Yusuf's murderer waits and watches from the arsenal, laughing. Fight with me, and show him what it means to cross the assassins.
We didn't expect Yusuf to die. We don't even get like a last... It's Uncle Mario all over again. Time to raid the Arsenale. My own guards knocked me into this. Kill them all. And I just have infinite crossbows. Who cares if it gets me a word? I have infinite assassin arrows. Be aware, my little friends. Be aware and fear. Lol, that amuses me. He knocked me through my assassin killed him.
You suppose the next Sultan would be an easy kill? You have been a thorn in my side long enough, assassin. Your time has come.
He's just standing there, monologuing.
Where is she?
Such fury.
Where is she?
Where is she?
In a position to negotiate. Kill me and be done with it.
Or I could torture you.
I am sorry it had to come to this. Two men who should be friends, quarreling over the keys to a library. We both strive for the same end, Ezio. Only our methods differ.
Peace
Do you
by
not see
threatening
that?
people, like an
Peace,
innocent woman.
Stability. A world where men live without fear. People desire the truth, yes. But even when they have it, they refuse to look. How do we fight this kind of ignorance?
Liberty can be messy, Ahmed, but it is priceless.
Of course. And when things fall apart, and the lights of civilization dim, Ezio Auditore can stand above the darkness and say proudly, I stayed true to my creed.
Meanwhile, all the innocent people you've killed.
I will open that library, and I will find the Grand Temple. And with the power that is hidden there, I will destroy the superstitions that keep men divided.
Not in this life, Ahmed.
Bring the seals to Galata Tower when you are ready. Do this, and Sophia will be spared. My brother's army will be here soon, Ezio. After that, everything changes.
Yes, you will be dead. And Suleiman will side with me. In which he is here somehow.
How long have you been here?
Long enough. I had Ahmed killed as soon as he returned. But I never expected to hear all this.
And what do you think?
He is a sincere man. But this Templar fantasy of his is dangerous. It flies in the face of reality. The world is a tapestry of many colors and patterns. A just leader would celebrate this, not seek to unravel it.
That's a cool line.
He fears the disorder that comes from difference.
That is why we make laws to live by. A qanun that applies to all in equal measure.
Them! Stand back!
Hold, soldier! This man is not our enemy.
What a challenge it would be to have a son like you.
You are not dead yet, old friend. Ezio, spare my uncle if you can.
Would your father?
No.
But he has learned the lesson of killing brashly, I believe. But that was a cool thing, that I had infinite use of it. I didn't complete the diddly-dee. But I don't think I care. Just the overwhelming power of the assassins just raining down hell. Oh, it was very, very nice. Curb stomp! How very rude. I was going to super assassinate him, then the game said, how dare. I killed that guy in the same way I killed his friend. With prejudice.
For the ladies, my selection of shawls.
Metal is made into fine art.
You know, it'd be hilarious if right after I was like, I haven't seen the Assassins in 5 billion years. I just get bombarded with assassins. That would be amusing. Not likely to happen. But amusing. Apparently a bunch of my diddly-dees were successful. Granted, all of them have to be except for one. One of them was like 86%. And like I could go and send more assassins to like defend places, and if we come across, we might. Here, I bribe you. I bribe them. They laugh creepily. I question if I've made the right decision in life. While I'm here, might as well increase the defense of various cities, I guess. That one's still under siege. Still under siege. 25. 11. Go kill a banker. Do the world a favor. Take a census. Go frame. Oh, that's gonna not go good. That one's gonna fail. Whoopsie doozy. Since that one's going to be bad, it's going to fail, we'll send a back up. There's lots of assassinates. Go support this city. None of you will be able to super duper blast away with crossbows like we did today.
Before any major damage could be done.
What a peculiar man.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
I come for you. I do like that the important Templar people get guards in this game compared to Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. I also find it hilarious that they're basically like the Paleologos guy, where they get like a chance to fight back, but they're probably not going to do anything. You cannot see me, guardman. I'm too fast for your eyes. That reminds me of all the superheroes that get the bullshit feat of see faster.
Has he lost his mind?
I'm a very angry man.
That could be
I'm an innocent person. Okay, Ezio decided I shall fly away today.
Kill him!
Not he, could be he that
That's what you get for searching for me.
We'll shortly be announcing his decision to retire.
So let's see, where even am I supposed to go? Across the water? So I shall swim to this pier and get across. Away. Unless all these guys decide to leave me alone. They decide to leave me alone, so I shall take this man. I don't even have to pay you. Take me across. I wonder if this story will force me to kill the uncle anyway. Or if I will have a... That would be an amusing thing if that was like a choice, but... This is Assassin's Creed. You don't get choices in this. You know, that would be an interesting idea. A game that's like Assassin's Creed, but like, you shape the memories. How you do things is how they happened. And you can do them multitude of ways. Granted, that would fall under the purview of tons and tons and tons of things and lines and branching paths, which is kind of a bad thing. Because branching paths can then have bad things happen.
Rest assured that their best interests are being looked after by the House of Osman.
One only needs to look at, like, Mass Effect that... Like, I adore Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 are all fun. Personally, I prefer the character parts to a Mass Effect, and not the overarching Reaper plot. Oh, so personally. Once again, just saddening that Yusuf died and we didn't even get a goodbye. The exchange. Collect the Masyaf keys and deliver them to Ahmet and save Sophia. Rescue Sophia before she loses 50% health. Am I gonna give the keys to Ahmet and then follow him to Masyaf? I could see that. Because again, there is another memory sequence. We have to go to Masyaf. Because I don't trust this guy. He's totally gonna try and kill us after the exchange. Because that's just how this guy rolls. Plus, you'd think that he would be a bit wary to try and mess with us, considering we just walked through the arsenal like that.
Mentor? Now should be a time for remembrance and mourning, I know. But our enemies do not permit us that luxury. Yusuf thought highly of you, assassin.
I don't even know your name.
And I find no reason to second-guess this judgment. Do you have it in your heart to lead these men and women, and to maintain the dignity of our order, as Yusuf did with such passion?
It would be an honor.
Bene, I am glad. Our enemy is close. Take positions around the tower, and wait for my command.
What shall we do? How will this go? Again, I find it kind of funny that it's just like, Yusuf really liked you, assassin. I'm not going to give you a name. Which is kind of funny to me. Considering you don't have Sophia with you, I don't think this is going to be a good trade-off.
Where is she?
I admire you, Ezio. But your bloodlust makes it hard to...
You, the man who kidnapped somebody.
Bloodlust. A strange insult from the man who ordered an attack on his own nephew.
He was to be kidnapped, Ezio, not killed.
I see. Kidnapped by the Byzantines, so that his uncle could rescue him and be heralded a hero.
More or less. Now, the keys.
First, the girl. She's all yours.
Sophia! Tell your men to back off. She's all yours.
Follow him without being seen. But man, this guy's a dick. He's like, peace, but then, like, does shit like this. Templars are just such huge hypocrites. They're trying to take Jerusalem. That's quite problematic. God damn it.
Teşekkürler efendim. Çok teşekkürler.
And see, this is precisely why we should have just killed him. Game?
Help!
I would think it would cut, so yeah, I wanted to do that on the other side, but game didn't let me.
Are you hurt?
Not hurt, but very confused.
I did not mean to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
You're not responsible for the actions of other men.
All this will be over soon, but I need to recover what they have taken.
I do not understand what is happening, Ezio. Who are these men?
Evil people. Oh boy, a cart chase. Is it gonna be bookends with like how the game began? Because I didn't like that part of the game. Primarily because it's like, hey, do this, and then the game was mean and then constantly pushed me into the danger zones, which is very much unfair without way to retaliate. Into the road. Ahmet is leaving the city with the 5 Masyaf keys. Catch him before he escapes. Kill 20 guards. He's gonna escape. Because we have to go to Masyaf.
We are close. Keep steady.
Well. You have come to see me off.
How can we hear each other? Been gone. It's doing the thing again. Go into the rough and die. Get out of here. Into the rocks of you. Goodbye. That one gun guy was getting on my nerves because he refused to be open for damage.
Hold on. Hang on, Sophia.
Look out!
Here we are again. Oh, parachute. Hilarious.
Are you hurt, Sophia?
I don't think so.
Hold on.
Obviously.
Assassinate who, game? Ow.
Oh no.
This is extreme sports beyond measure.
Bene, I am all right.
Soldiers, up ahead.
I see them.
Hilarious. Throw? Throw what? Okay, those guys ran away. Good. Into more doom. Where will the guards come from today?
Sophia, you must be careful.
It's not her fault. She hasn't done this life
Heal yourself,
danger
Sophia.
thing.
More soldiers.
Kill these guys. Game. I swoop down like an avenging angel. So I guess I could do that to like throw them off. I wonder what's going through Ahmet's like mind right now. He is doing the most insane shit. Hello, friend. Goodbye. That totally should have worked. So throw and kill are... Oh! Oh! That's how throw works.
What are you doing?
Once again, not her fault. She's brand new to all of this chaos. Hell, you probably don't even know what's going on really, Ezio. Epic chanting in the background, though. I think she ran over some people. Technically, the game let her go through them, but she totally ran over some people. I think Ezio kicked off the wall there. It might have just been my imagination, but the illusion was nice. Quit. Dang it. Will you kill one of them? Wait. Are we literally... This is reminding me of the road to Masyaf, or from Masyaf. Like, immensely. To me, my friend, I throw you. Come with me, I throw you. Like a bowling ball. But yeah, that split in the road there totally reminded me of the road to Masyaf. You just... Oh, darn it. For some reason it looked like the... Like the image was reversed. Because I thought we had the metal wheels. Hello, idiot. And we both go over the edge! Ow. Oh, defend. Fight Ahmet through the air. Punch. I totally defended that. Parachute. He's hanging on! This is hilarious. I have no idea how I was supposed to block there, because I could have sworn I hit the right button for blocking, and the game was just like, nah, you take damage. Ah, keys.
So what now, Ezio? How does this end?
I am wondering that myself.
Suleiman said he doesn't want you to die. Oh, hey! Your brother's army.
Oh! Soldiers! Selim is not your master! You serve the Sultan! You carry out his command alone! Where is he? Where is the Sultan?
He stands before you, brother. Father made his choice.
Yeah, like Suleiman said, he is not as forgiving. Brutal.
So, you are the assassin. Ezio Auditore.
I've had a rough day.
Suleiman's father. He speaks quite highly of you.
Glad to hear it.
He's a remarkable boy with a magnificent mind.
Were it not for his endorsement, I would have you killed where you stand.
Leave.
This
Do not
place.
return.
Do not return.
Fair enough, man. Why'd I try to kill him?
You did the right thing, Ezio. This is not your fight.
Why did Ezio try to take a poke at him?
And the next begin.
Ezio's just not having a good day. He did get the keys back. I thought we were gonna fight that guy all the way to Masyaf. Priorities. And now we're on to the final memory sequence. So yeah, I am immensely happy.
Phil, good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
Oh,
I hope you have something for us.
more talking from the real world.
Papers for everyone.
Even the comatose guy.
Brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
You'd think that Abstergo would have a,
Crazy.
like, monopoly on that.
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
I'm putting to rest demons, Rebecca. I'm finishing the story of Ezio. I do find it hilarious that this entire game is Desmond trying to finish off Ezio's story so he can move on, just like the Assassin's franchise.
Here it comes.
What is that? What's going on?
This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion.
What are you doing?
What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves.
That's a quote.
I'm saving you, idiot! Go!
He said, I'm saving you, he says, as he was holding me in place. I guess he wanted to be dramatic. So nice of him to be a good guy in the end. Like, he didn't take the whole, I don't want to take you in my brain with me.
I write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sophia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sophia is a seasoned traveler, and a fine companion to have so far from home.
So far from her home.
We will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altair's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream.
Oh yeah, I forgot that technically all of this
Forgive
began
the
with
shortness of this letter, dear sister.
the Polo's
For it is
Codex.
late, and we are tired. Perhaps with luck.
So I do like that this is kind of, even though it really wasn't like set up, this is a bookending to, well, maybe not a bookend, but a nice closure to the entire Ezio trilogy. Because it began with Ezio's father and Uncle Mario looking for the Codex. And more of the Polo's work, and now the true ending of that Codex comes here. Well, we have to kill more Byzantines. I have access to my assassins here? Ezio and Sophia have arrived at Masyaf. After many weeks of travel, time to open the library.
Such a climb.
And nope, I do not have access to my assassins. It was just there in the UI for a second.
This is where your order began?
So it
began
seems.
thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built us up and set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well?
It began as posing as, well, maybe not began as, but was useful for posing as priests.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization.
Yep.
To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
Not really. Didn't really have a choice in the beginning, but I've helped a lot of people.
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years. But it is time to live for myself. And let them go. Let go of all of this.
Then let go. You will not fall far.
I will finish. Now the real question is, where do the keys goddamn go? Sophia, will you help me?
The end of the road.
Because there are many places, it seems. Use the must-have keys to complete the puzzle.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Oh,
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom.
So yeah, you can
He
rotate,
saw
get
many
hint.
things in his life, learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio.
I'm just going about looking at things. Gamma. Apparently is for purely. Then again.
Those diagrams look like constellations, Ezio. Capricorn, the Eagle, the Sagittarius. Perhaps the keys belong to one of them.
One of them. A much simpler puzzle than other ones like this.
You had better come out of there alive.
I've not come this far to die. Plus, would be very dickish of Altair to kill the first person that walks in here. Especially with how I've discovered it. Now the real question is, what kind of library? Ah, a library with no books. Or are there books? Nope, but there is paper. So I wonder if this place was ransacked at some point. But let me guess.
Books. No wisdom.
Just Altair.
Just you, fratello mio.
Altair just decided to wait in a library and die as the final true book.
Requiescat in pace, Altair.
Another memory key. What memories do you hold? Forerunner people of the first civilization, please do not kill Ezio. Let him have a nice life. As you send one more message to Desmond through him.
You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to
Ah,
Alexandria.
the Library of Alexandria, that's gonna get burnt to the ground.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
I am the library.
When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family.
So, Altair kept the apple all those years.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
Wish we got to know his son a bit more. But I do kind of like that Altair was kind of like, I have to die here in Masyaf. The knowledge I contain, the apple I hold.
Is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
I think that was
strange
I'll maul him at the beginning.
of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
It does not show me. It shows only what it wants.
What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
So the apple kind of swallowed him too.
My duty, Maria. If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
Sit a moment and rest. Who lit those ones on the ceiling? But I do like this also finally ends Altair's story. Even if it is ever so slightly a bit of a tragedy. That he spent most of his life unable to really help the Brotherhood. Kind of a pawn of the ones that came before, instructing him to make these memory discs in his later years. A bit of a slave to the apple. But is still a good man to the apple. And let me guess, we're gonna get there and the apple's already gonna be gone or something? It would be kind of funny because Ezio has already had to deal with, like... what? Also, why is it open? Why is it open? It's not supposed to be open. Altair very clearly closed it.
Another artifact. No. You will stay here.
But what's in the box?
I have seen enough for one life.
Yeah, Ezio has the right idea.
Desmond?
He's talking to me?
Would be cool if they actually met.
A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening.
Going to retirement, old friend. You deserve it.
I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. But I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries.
That's such a cool line.
Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
That's so cool.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me?
Oh, great. Another one of these guys.
Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain.
So.
I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how.
Thank you for actually giving answers.
Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world.
For some reason, I trust this guy more than Minerva, or slash the last one we talked to.
Each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place.
And what place be that? Of course, deep underground.
It was our duty.
Ah, great, these three.
Minerva's and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise.
Because the one on the left talked to Ezio the first time. The one on the... Oh, and the one on the now left forced Desmond to kill Lucy.
Encouraging them last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
How nice. Oh! Super story time. Right now, it kind of looks like a StarCraft 1 cinematic. Ah, solar super flare. I guess struck the Earth, and bad things happened. Ah, people. How grand. It's almost like you shouldn't make floor out of glass. At least that's what it sounded like. It probably wasn't actually glass, they just had a very odd sound effect choice. And this is just one city being eradicated. Jesus. Death.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild.
So is that like before the pieces of Eden were created? Or was that after? Probably before.
To the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way.
Okay, that's a cool line. Take this from your head to your hands.
Still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Oh! Present day. Are we gonna wake up?
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's
This is the first time we've seen you.
Desmond, can you hear me?
I've had a weird time, guys. Literally, in his hand.
I know what we need to do.
For Sean, that must be intimidating, considering what happened last time he was awake. Very interesting. Revelations. Ha ha. Hee ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. You're a funny man. But that is Assassin's Creed Revelations. Oh yeah, there's also like the DLC that's like on the main menu that you can select that I don't really care about. Like, I don't even know what it is. I think it might, from what I heard through various like randomness, I think it might be a thing surrounding Lucy and Subject 16 somehow, but I don't really care because it, like, I don't know how it would function. And, like, Lucy is dead. Subject 16 has been wiped from the records of Desmond's mind, so a DLC surrounding those two doesn't really interest me all that much. 16, I feel like he should have had more of a presence in this game, maybe have acted like the Rebecca and Sean and Lucy for this game. He kind of did, but I wish there was more of him here. He only really appeared like, what, 3-4 times across the game? Just wish that he, like, I don't know, poked in more, maybe. Wouldn't it have been kind of funny if he appeared within the Ezio memories, kind of talking about things, maybe have been our Navi to a degree? I think that would have been neat. But overall, Revelations was a fun game. Much better than Brotherhood. Much better than Brotherhood, in my opinion. Like, a lot of the things you did had more purpose. There wasn't as much fluff that was meaningless. The story, the characters were good. The stories it told were good. It was just a very good thing. Reconstructing Island, I guess, for actually playing the things that you want to play, like the Desmond's journey, the memories and stuff that you haven't done yet, if you didn't do all the side things, maybe. Or this could just be a mid-credits epilogue thing. But while it also kind of feels like a kind of midway point of the journey, like, it also feels like more important than Brotherhood was. Because really the only thing that happened in Brotherhood was the ending. It was, find place of new Apple of Eden, people in real world go to Apple of Eden, Lucy die, you go coma. That is basically all that really happened in Brotherhood story-wise. And even when it comes to, like, Ezio's story, with, like, the destruction of the villa, the death of Mario, there really wasn't much going on there. Sure, there was also the Christina memories, but those were locked behind the evil bonus objective 100% synchronization thing that I hate. But the story of this one felt better, the characters felt better. There wasn't anything, like, it even did, this game is literally Brotherhood, but actually good. Because, like, one of the things I really hate about Brotherhood was, like, La Volpe is like, Machiavelli, he's gonna betray us throughout the entire fucking game. And every step of the way you just know it's not gonna be Machiavelli. They're not gonna do that with Machiavelli, it's not gonna be Machiavelli. And wouldn't you know it, it's not Machiavelli, it's a person you literally would not have guessed. Like, the only way that you would have guessed it was the random thief guy at the beginning of the game is if you already knew or if you got lucky. It just feels weird. Brotherhood just felt weird. There was too many side quests that felt like of no real importance. It's like, go help this faction. And that was it. Like, I guess the idea of taking Rome for the assassins in a kind of an underground kind of way is neat. But the overarching story was, gotta kill Cesare, and you just didn't really do that. I swear, like, for 50% of the game, it wasn't even really striking at Cesare. It was just random shenanigans. And then it's like, oh, now go kill his banker. Go kill the French guy. But at least the French guy was tied to Bartolomeo more than anything else, so that one is decent. And then it's like, oh, you have to go save the random guy that was there at one scene and come across Cesare's butcher, but then you don't kill the butcher. Why? He's a heartless maniac man. Why didn't you kill him, Ezio? You are weird. Whereas I think this story was much more interesting. I feel like we could have been introduced to Achmet a little earlier, maybe? Maybe had one extra Templar guy? Maybe? But the bald guy at the beginning, he's a nothing burger. He's just tutorial villain. Who cares? But then the... Maybe I'm just dumb, but maybe they could have introduced the idea of the... Well, maybe... No, I think they did kind of introduce the idea of the Byzantine guy. They did... I don't think they mentioned him by name. But it was just like, ah, yes, the Byzantines want to revitalize their empire that died, is the gist of things. But I thought that was just flavor text. No, that was actually a big thing for that one guy. But overall, it just felt like the pacing and way the story was done just feels better. Like, even though some of the characters, like, again, Bald Templar at beginning, at least he was in the opening in cinematic, and for the first time in Assassin's Creed history, it seems, the opening cinematic wasn't a lie. Like, maybe the opening cinematic for Assassin's Creed 1 you can just kind of brush off as being happening at some point in Altair's life. But the Assassin's Creed 2, like, cinematic that everybody remembers, trailer cinematic, that doesn't happen in the game. That guy that Ezio kills isn't in the game. It's just kind of set there to set the vibe of, ah, yes, Assassin's Creed in Renaissance Italy, haha, with gun in Gauntlet. Then Brotherhood's cinematic that everybody remembers, that literally never happens. You never confront Cesare, who is in a horse-drawn coach, a horse-drawn coach with Rodrigo in there, with Ezio just stepping past the guards as his assassin bros take out them, and then it's like a beginning of a clash between the Papal Knights and Cesare against Ezio and the Assassin Brotherhood. That never happens in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Wouldn't that have been cooler if it actually did happen? But it probably wouldn't fit the story flow. In fact, this might be the well, maybe not. I'll finish my thoughts on Revelations, and then I'll go to my conspiracy theory, eating away at my mind worm thing. But Revelations is good. It is great. Personally, it really is battling Assassin's Creed 1 for my favorite Assassin's Creed game. It still has issues, like the Send Assassins Mediterranean defense thing. Just feels like a little bit of time-wasty. We have to give your assassins things to do. To which I would say I would have preferred it if they, like, multiplayer music composer. Oh, sorry, the multiplayer doesn't exist anymore. Credits. But back on thought, I would have preferred it if the assassins that you recruited could have been used more in missions. Like, if there were, like, certain things like, ooh, if I use a crossbow assassin here, it'll affect the mission this way. If I put a hammer assassin here, it'll affect the mission that way. But again, similar to how, like, what I mentioned earlier about branching paths, that would have overcomplicated things and probably would have led to issues. And you all know, I really don't like issues. But, so yeah, I guess when it comes to the Mediterranean defense, it is a neutral thing. It's not really good, it's not really bad. Honestly, I think they tried to balance it in a way which was weird of, you have to put in a lot of money to really build up the cities, and then you don't have control beyond 50%. It just felt weird past a certain point, and kind of became a chore, but meh. Not really all that bad of a thing, just it's there. Side quests, it doesn't really feel like there were any side quests in this game. Just important things. Like working with Sophia to get the keys, helping the factions. Like, really, I think there are only like 2 side quests in the game. The Master Assassin missions, the Master Assassin quest lines, and then the Romani, the thieves, and the mercenaries, like, 1 side quest each. And even then, the Romani side quest was made into a main quest for some reason. I guess they're just kind of poke you like, hey, the factions have quests you can do. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and I kind of like that the game didn't have just, like, long, sprawling bullshit like Brotherhood did. Because, again, I didn't finish all the side quests in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I was just done with that game at that point. The gameplay, it was fine enough at times in Brotherhood, but it just kept annoying me so much. Which then brings to this. This is, again, the conspiracy theory will come, but this is either the perfect rebuttal against Brotherhood, or this was meant to be the next game. This was meant to be Assassin's Creed 3. But again, I'll get to the conspiracy theory in a moment. But yeah, the story was good, the characters are good. I didn't expect them to kill Yusuf like that. And I liked Yusuf. That makes me sad. Story-wise, it's kind of, like, interesting, cathartic, it brings good emotions. But so it's like, man, I like that guy. Ah. But then, yeah, again, hilarious is like, Yusuf liked you, assassin. You don't have a name. Go replace Yusuf, but that's mildly amusing. I never used the parachutes, come to think of it. Because they only really came at the end of, like, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I think. No, they came at the end of Assassin's Creed 2. And then it kept emptying my goddamn pockets of the parachutes, and I never bought parachutes, so I never used parachutes in Brotherhood or this game, Revelations. And oh yeah, and I guess you could technically say that the Desmond's journey is a side quest, but it's so different and weird and doesn't really add anything, because it just seems to be going through Desmond's past. Which kind of makes this... Assassin's Creed Revelations is okay wrapping up everything. Like, it wraps up Altair's story, it wraps up Ezio's story. Though I would have liked to have seen Ezio walk out of Mosioff with Sophia. Just personally. That visual would have been a nice thing to see, rather than just symbolic leaves his weapons in the vault. And then another random glowy guy. Which, again, like, I don't know, like, I don't really trust them. At first, I trusted him a bit more than the other ones. Because Minerva was weird, the one with the long hairs made us kill Lucy. I'd probably get answers to that in the, like, Diddly D 16 and Lucy DLC thing that exists, I think. But, yeah, I don't really care about that. I don't really care. Like, I don't know, it just feels odd that you'd have to select it from the main menu, and that just... I would just assume that it's more of the Desmond's journey, and I don't really care about the Desmond's journey to begin with. It's basically platforming with narration. Wonky platforming with narration. And again, the golden, like, cubes that you find within the Desmond's journey platforming unlock things for the multiplayer, and this game doesn't have multiplayer anymore. So there's no reason to go after them. Utter madness. But yeah, the gameplay, I think, was majorly made better. A little odd that they moved the Eagle Vision to the left stick push button, but I think that works really well when they made the sub-weapon system with this game, where you can, like, assign the gun, poison dart, throwing knives to a different button for quick use. So that it can actually be a thing that you can use quickly. Just really like it. The combat is pretty much the same as Brotherhood. Maybe a bit better because I didn't really run into the, oh, you did a counter? Well, I'm just going to come back to life glitch. That randomness. And also they fixed the 100% objective bonus thingies, where they're literally a side objective. They're literally a bonus objective. Because in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, it locked the Christina memories behind them, which is evil. But in this game, all it does is unlock cheat codes and outfits, I think. They just unlock actual bonus things. I still think that some of the, and also some of the bonus objectives, like only some of the bonus objectives were mean. Most of them were good. Most of them are ones that are like, oh well. Like, the fact that they feel like a bonus thing that you can work towards rather than something you feel obligated to do because they lock memories behind it, along with the fact that the objectives are easier and better and more natural. Even the time objectives were made better. It's like, beat this dungeon thing in 6 minutes. I made multiple mistakes on multiple of those, and I still did them on the first try. Brilliant design. Really, the only ones that I didn't like very, 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 very much was the memory sequence 8, I think? Or was it 7? The one that we went to the underground Byzantine people. And it's like, don't take damage. Twice. That was dumb. Again, because unlike the one thing that Assassin's Creed Brotherhood has over this game is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood had health squares. And it worded it that way. Don't lose 1 health square. This game just says don't take any damage, and even if you don't lose your little health bar thingy, it still counts as damage. I feel that's bad design, but the fact that it's a bonus thing that you don't really have to care about, there's nothing important locked behind it, on top of the fact, yeah, it's just like, that's it. There's nothing locked behind it that is super important. Like, even if the Christina memories were very simple, it's the fact that it was, again, the Christina memories were the best part of Brotherhood. So the fact that they were locked behind the bonus objectives hurt. But, yeah, the gameplay felt a bit better. The claw, not hook, but like the hook blade, brilliant addition. The hook blade was a brilliant addition. The climbing felt better. The animus data fragments, even though I don't know what they do, were a nice, like, collectible. I feel like the tower defense thing is a bit wasted because it only happens once in the main story, and then only from then on, if you get 2 Templar aware, they'll attack one of your dens. And then the reward for maxing out your assassins is you don't have to worry about that anymore, which is hilarious to me. I also feel like the assassins from the Templars were a bit underplayed. Basically, Templars who look like normal NPCs that might come to shank you at any moment. I feel like they should have turned up more than they did in this game. And again, it feels like they should have introduced, like, Ahmet and the captain of the guard a little earlier. But all the same, the pacing as it is good. Story-wise, I would have preferred to have, like, had more to do with those characters, rather than waiting for, like, 40% into the game, and it's like, okay, main story. But at the same time, it really speaks that it didn't feel like that while I was playing it. It's only, like, in hindsight that you go, you're like, I didn't really interact with the main players of this story, aside from Suleiman, who was on the boat that the game began on. But yeah, overall, it's just, like, very fun. Really, the only thing beyond the don't lose any health bonus objective, which can be ignored, the only, like, unignorable bad design is the opening cart chase thing against the bald-headed Templar. That is the only badly designed part of the game, because it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna have the damaging side of the road only for you. And it's gonna be this thing that we kind of taught you, ooh, attack his cart, but the game doesn't want you to actually destroy his cart, and the only damaging part of the terrain is against you. It just felt like a dick move at that point. But everything else, the story, the characters, the gameplay, really nice. Really, really nice. It does still suffer from the bit of, oh, this is kind of a bridge game, but at least it has the finality for Ezio. It has the finality for Ezio, and it feels like it's really building to something. Unlike Brotherhood. Brotherhood is just lol, Lucy got shanked, cliffhanger. This feels like it's building to something, not a stupid cliffhanger. And that is, look at all those Getty images. But that is one thing that I do like about this game. It feels like it went places. It finished off Altair's story. It finished off Ezio's story, even though, again, I would have liked to have seen him walk away with Sophia to just away from Masyaf. And I think that will be it for this game, because I don't really care about the Desmond's journey. I don't really care about the... Let's just go all the way to the main menu to at least know its name. The name of the thing. I also think that Subject 16 was a little underplayed. The Lost Archive. Like, I'll click it. I thought it would be like, hey, this is what it's going to be, but no, it's just going to launch you right in. Ah, Subject 16 memory things. And then I skipped it. Oh, no, that's like, so, makes sense. So I skipped the opening thing, because I don't know. I thought it would launch a bit faster. Or no. That might have literally just been the, ooh, fancy transitioning of things. But yeah. Revelations is a fun game. I think it complements the story nicely, Desmond-wise, Altair-wise, Ezio-wise. It didn't really answer anything in regards to, oops, you stabbed Lucy, which is a little weird. Maybe that's what the Lost Archives are for, but... First off, that's DLC, dick move. Second off, I don't know what the gameplay style of that would be. And I can only assume it'd be more Desmond's Journey, and I don't want to do the actual Desmond's Journey, so I don't really feel like doing a whole DLC based around that kind of concept. But, yeah, overall, Revelations is a very good game. Again, it is battling Assassin's Creed 1 for the top spot of Assassin's Creed games that I have played currently. And the only reason why Assassin's Creed 1 would work is it has no real fluff. It has no, like, vestigial bits. The characters in Assassin's Creed 1 are all really good. The enemies are prevalent, like, actual named and talked to enemies are prevalent throughout the game. There's 9 of them. You have good confessions with each of them. Assassin's Creed 1, despite its early jankiness, is a very good game. This game, like, the story is really good, the characters are really good, it's just like, again, the only real knocks against it are, like, neutrals, bad things that are, like, optional and can be ignored easily, or things that just aren't my speed, again, like the Desmond's Journey. And again, I do feel like it went into the, like, ooh, bombs, but then I didn't really use the bombs all that much. And, ooh, like, Mediterranean defense, when it didn't really feel like the Mediterranean defense did anything. beyond bring in more money and give you ingredients and level up your assassins. It just didn't really feel like it didn't feel tangible. We were taking control of entire cities, and it didn't feel like it. So the Mediterranean defense is just kind of meh. But overall, Assassin's Creed Revelations is a very, very nice game. And now for my conspiracy theory time. I think that Assassin's Creed Revelations was meant to be Assassin's Creed 3. I theorize that after they made Assassin's Creed 2, they had a B team make the memory sequence 12 and 13 DLCs for Assassin's Creed 2, while the main team went on to begin working on Assassin's Creed Revelations. The only thing that really gets in the way of my theory is the Desmond story. The Desmond story really wouldn't work in that way, but depending on, like, the decisions that were being made at the time, maybe it could work. But again, conspiracy theory, not meant to be taken seriously, but it just really feels like Brotherhood was a B-team product using a bunch of reused assets from Assassin's Creed 2 and some pieces of development from Assassin's Creed Revelations to shove out an Assassin's Creed game in the interim while Revelations was being made. Like, the fact that the gun was paired with the sword really itches of a, like, early beta version of the sub-weapon feature, where maybe they thought, ooh, what if you could pair, like, a sub-weapon with a main weapon so that you could do things, and then a Brotherhood only used the gun and the sword for some reason, because maybe they began with that prototype and then changed to the, ooh, we'll move the face button to the stick for eagle vision and then use the triangle button for throwing knives and shooting guns sub-weapon style. And again, the Assassins also, like the Assassin Brotherhood, also felt kind of beta-like. Very meh. Whereas in this game, you had a decent number of actual missions dedicated to recruiting actual characters, like a pickpocket, or a guy that, like, wants to be an assassin, and it's like, okay, well, I'll be your assassin, your mentor, you better be ready for training. It's like mini stories, and then, like, the Master Assassin storylines is like, a lot of things in Brotherhood feel like beta, worse versions of what's in Revelations. And again, as I said during Brotherhood felt like it was made by the B team that made the Assassin's Creed 2 Memory Sequence 13, which is the worst Assassin's Creed memory sequence that I have played. Just overall. I might hate Brotherhood more than Assassin's Creed 2, but Assassin's Creed 2 Memory Sequence 13 is a concentrated dose of bad. Very, very bad. And it feels like the people that made that memory sequence in specific made Brotherhood. And again, the fact that so much of Revelations is new architecture, new character models, new, like, textures, a bunch of everything, just really feels like they went into making Assassin's Creed Revelations, realized that they wouldn't be able to really punch it out fast enough for Ubisoft, or maybe Ubisoft knew, oh, well, maybe you can't do that, so they had a B team make a game using a bunch of stuff from Assassin's Creed 2 to kind of make a middleman game. And that's why the story with Ezio is kind of because the only real things that happen with Ezio is Uncle Mario dies, and then he actually gets his revenge. And another thing that makes me feel like Brotherhood was a rushed game is the fact that you meet a guy at the beginning of the game when you get to Rome, and then go to the assassin, like, hideout. It's a captain of the guard guy. He exists only in that moment and at the end to arrest Cesare. He shows up 2 times in the entire game. He's a main, like, I thought he was gonna be a main character when I first met him, but then he just didn't show up again, so I forgot that he existed, and then he showed up at the end to arrest Cesare, and I just like, oh yeah, you exist. Brotherhood is a mess, and this game, Revelations, is so much better. But, with Revelations down, next will be Assassin's Creed 3. So that will be interesting. Because I think they further expand on, like, a bunch of things, how they change and stuff. So, like, how systems change. And I think it also has, like, a... From what I remember seeing ages and ages ago, like, Assassin's Creed 3 has a system where you can, like, pick up a bayonet while you're running and then kill a guy as you're running or something like that. That'll be interesting to experience. Although I do have a funny, like, well, maybe not like super duper funny story, but it is like a funny anecdote. Because it's not really a story, it's just like, funny moment thing of annoyance with Assassin's Creed 3. But that will have to wait when we begin Assassin's Creed 3. As for what I'll play next, I think I'll take a small break from Assassin's Creeding. Let this stew a little bit, this nice experience. And I'll have to decide what to shove into this slot, this secondary slot. And then there's also the fact that Cyber Sleuth is going to end soon, depending on how long the, like, side quests take. Then again, if I just don't care about... We'll do, like, the character stuff for side quests. Maybe see what the... like, super-duper hard side quest against the 7 deadly sins of the universe seems to be, and we'll complete Cyber Sleuth, and then I'll decide where to go from there. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. If you want more from me, I have a main YouTube channel, Neon Icy Wings, that, man, I got really distracted from making that video. I really need to work on that. But yeah, edited content should be coming at some point. Then, if you want more stream stuff, I have a YouTube channel, Neon Icy Games, where all of these streams eventually end up as recordings. Like my playthroughs of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Undertale, and just a bunch of games can be found on Neon Icy Games, the YouTube channel. Then if you want to watch me play these games live, I dual stream to that YouTube channel, Neon Icy Games, and the Twitch channel, Neon Icy Wings. So if you want to watch me play those games live, dear archive watchers, that's where you go. And if you want to see more of my wonderful, like, avatar in the corner and various art skills that I long to propagate, I post to various websites, and there are far too many. I made a link tree, which should be linktr.ee/Neon Icy Wings. It should be in, like, the description and about pages of the various sites I use to link you to, like, Twitter, DeviantArt, Tumblr, and Newgrounds, where I post the arts. There's just too many social medias in this world. But yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you dudes next time. Bye. Bye.